going into Mirage, and I think Navi have a lot more to give, and I think that they will probably give some more on this map. I would expect a better performance from them here, even though that they played well. It didn't necessarily look like they were firing off as strongly as they could.
Yeah, let's imagine a world where, again, we're going to fairy tale lands, but let's imagine a world where they wouldn't have lost the first pistol round and the first weapon round. So that would have been a totally different scoreline, obviously. We would have been looking at a 16-5 Navi scoreline. So I can see it going that way for Navi, to be honest with you. Especially on the T side, it's going to be a struggle for Dobry&Gaming.
Yeah, and this is Dobry&Gaming's pick, by the way, but I still feel like Mirage is one of those maps, especially if you're the favorite and both teams are good on it, which is one of the easier maps to control, like what's going on. You don't really get surprised by anything. You're able to always rely and fall back on the things that you've done for ages. And yeah, I expect a bigger scoreline for this map as well.
Vendetta, do you want to tell us a bit about the way Navi play Mirage? Because it's relatively well known out there that Guardian is quite impactful on the map, but maybe some people don't know exactly what Navi do, why they're so successful on Mirage.
Well, Navi play a pretty traditional Mirage in many ways. Most top teams like having mid control, basically gaining map control to allow yourself the as many opportunities for executes on any of the bomb sites at any given time, and they're exceptionally good at doing that and controlling it. Obviously, it helps having a guy like Guardian who can basically shut down an entire area by himself. But they also have the added supplement of having a guy like Flamey you can kind of send into the fire and flames and still come out victorious. So there's nothing like revolutionary about what Navi do. They might be more patient on their T side than what other teams are. They don't necessarily need to get out on the map that early on to eventually get map control, but nothing super special about what they do in that sense. They're just extremely good at executing when they finally do it.
Also, to add up on that, I think the great thing with, especially since, I think the last 6 months, they've also added a different dimension. It's not always. It used to be always the same, back down to the 20 seconds kind of round, and then we do something, then we go to the bomb plant. But obviously, we saw a lot of the times that they sort of got wrecked in that situation. The bomb planner got killed, and they ran out of time, right? So they've also added a bit of dynamic in the game where they do have faster rounds, so they know how to change the pace. Sort of similar to what we've seen from Luminosity. Used to be super slow as well, but they have found this different mode that they can put on when necessary.
We just heard a very large shout, by the way, from Godsent, and I was checking exactly what that was, and Flipside won the pistol round, but then there was the successful eco round and failure of anti-eco from Flipside, meaning Godsent managed to take it. So Godsent very happy about that. Cadian, what do Dobry Ex-CSGL Lounge need to do to nullify the attack of Navi on this map?
Yeah, actually, I played against them less than 1.5 weeks ago, so I kind of have an idea of what they like to do. And they have a good mix of these kind of mid-takes combined with the rounds where you just smoke top mid and have one guy out faking it sometimes alone to kind of make this distraction, so you force the CTs to have a guy aggressive on short, one around window, and maybe one in connector as well. And when you have been successful in this kind of mid-presence, that's the times when it can be really effective to do A hits. Sometimes even just plain simple A hits where you have 3 guys coming out of holes while this one guy is faking mid. You take the trade on A and all of a sudden you're in a really good position to get the bump down. So these kind of things they're very successful at. Also I know that they have some really good B executes that they might be able to pull out.
Would you agree with that, Natus? Is there anything that you'd like to add? Because it's going to be quite a tall order for Ex-CSGL Lounge, for Dobry. They're going to have to do a lot. They're going to have to pull out all the tricks, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the issue at hand is that kind of play that you were alluding to there works against, I think, less experienced teams more, I think. But especially teams like Navi, they're super established. They're players, even if they have only one player playing his side, he's going to be taking that one angle. He's going to hold it steadily, and he's going to make sure he's going to get that at least that one kill so that his rotation can come in and help the things out on the bomb side. So, I mean, Natus got definitely that mid control needs to be a thing. They need to be able to eliminate the early threat of the aggression from as Navi is on the CT side, and then preferably on their CT side, try to be the one to interfere with Navi's build up.
Final thoughts, predictions as we are ready to go to the casters.
Pretty brutal showing incoming, I think. Navi are going to take this pretty handily. Barring just or Dobry getting both pistols, I think this is going to be something like a 16-5.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Navi.
Yeah. It is going to be Navi winning this.
I think you guys are correct. That is the stance of us here on the analyst desk. And we are now ready to head over to the casters, Henry G and Sadakist.
Hi, Matt.
Someday I'm going to be first.
No.
No, not with Paula. You're
Best
right. He's
first.
British and he loves you.
Second.
My hair is god awful today. I give up.
Well, then we go into the second map. It's going to be Mirage. And you do feel like it's going to be a clean 2-0 here.
Yeah,
so this
too
is
much. Just give up. They should do what my hair does.
This is Dobry&Gaming's pick, though. So potentially could have something on the table. But the thing is, this is like Mirage for Navi. This is one of their absolute best maps in their map pool right now. But that's saying something. They're pretty much strong on all the maps bar cash. So we'll see what they can bring to the table here. I feel like this will be a bigger scoreline. I feel like Dobry&Gaming were gifted a lot of rounds. They got 5-0 up in the first half and then won the pistol in the second as well. It was 16-8 in the end, I think, and they got a bit of 16-11. Yeah, they got something going towards the end, didn't they? But still, as Vendetta said, I think it's a little bit flattering the scoreline for CSGO Lounge. But we go into the knife round here, and you would hope that D&G can win this.
Look at the flank in the knife round. That was so sneaky.
So sick.
So sneaky.
And it's going to be Spiro to clutch. I think he's going to do it, Matt.
He's going to do it.
It's one-on-one.
He's going to do it. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Spiro. Spiro.
They're happy with that.
Bird, the Spiro.
Fist bumping on the knife round.
Yeah, why not?
Get the morale pump, boys. The boys in blue T-shirts.
Boys, I like it. I like it. I'll accept that.
Good.
So what do we expect then, Henry?
If
they get to start out on the CT side, how many rounds do they get?
How many rounds? Well, you just want a straight-up prediction.
I want a straight-up prediction.
I reckon if they win the pistol, I think they can probably get maybe 6, and then they'll just get battered on the CT side when they get swap out. When they get on the CT side and swap over. Yeah. I think they'll go 6. I think that's realistic. They probably will win a pistol or a couple of or 4 spies here and there. It is CSGO after all. We can never really have a clean sweep. It's very rare to see those huge score lines come in. But we'll see what they can do here. The pistol is about to start. 4 sets of armor for Navi. Actually, a quick smoke from Zeus at the start, I think. Did hit on Bloom. And we can see what kind of setup the CTs will present here. One towards CT spawn. And we have got Innocent on the steps there as well. Just playing passively, looking for the first pick to come in. It's going to be seized. He is the raid boss here with the Tech 9. He's going in first. Spots player to inform Innocent with the steps area. Gets the kill. And it's going to be the A bomb site. Will be the favoured bomb site for Navi here. 3 kills coming in, and that's pretty much it. It's just going to be Mouse and Minis on the retake, but Guardian takes off the head of Minis, and that's going to be it. Not really much they can do now. Mouse cowering towards CD spawn, looking to maybe get a kill and get $300. There it is.
It's a lovely way to do it. That's a better way. But it's not Dennis.
Let's get
hyped. It's not an ace. It's not simple, but it is $600.
That's the thing. That's all he really wanted from that one. The round was over and just wanted to try and get some money. And he gets it, and it's a pretty clean-cut round there for Navi. It was Zeus that got himself into that connector with the raid boss as well. Tech 9 and Armor gets the first kill, and it's not really much CSGO Lounge you have to do to hold on there. They're going to be 4 spying here, though. And he's got those couple of kills. He justifies it. He gets a CZ head armor. The rest of his teammates, though, will not be joining him. They're just going to have upgraded pistols, no armor here. 4 AKs and 1 UMP for Navi. And we'll see if we can spot more Easter eggs. I've been told there's a couple more we haven't seen yet.
Even on this map?
Yep.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe you.
Oh, you don't believe me? Well, Innocent just took off the head of Edward. That's the first
one. That's not an Easter egg.
He's the wanted player. He's the wanted player.
There's one there on the left, surely.
He's the wanted player. That's the Easter egg.
There had to have been a Star Ladder one there.
He's wanted on this map.
That's true, and now you're going to get paid.
Money, money.
Baby. Michi's going to get the shot. Yep, called it. God, I'm good. Zeus takes down Maniz. Does still give the advantage slightly to Go Lounge. They do have a lowered HP player on Spiro, but they could shot from Innocent onto Seized was quick and easy. That's going to make things really awkward now for Navi. As the bomb does go down, but it's going to be Zeus to have to hold off this retake potential. They don't get aggressive about it, thankfully, because they could have easily gotten position on Flamey in the post plant before he was able to walk away from where he put that bomb down. Instead, he's going to look toward apartments. AK in hand should be easy pickings on the first, but there's 2 in the same position, and that allows Mozino to pick him up. So Zeus now has to win this out 1 versus 2 with the UMP, and he's going to just rush back into the site. First shot successful. He can play the time. Mozino's hunting. He's inside already, but can't be found just yet. Zeus needs to win it and does.
Stepping up there, Zeus. It was a 4-on-2 there. CSGO Lounge do get the advantage of those Desert Eagle headshots, but unfortunately unable to convert that into a round victory. So didn't actually invest too much into that round, so they can come back into this one with the upgraded pistols once again. No body armor there, but actually if they had body armor, they could have actually held off against that UMP towards the end, but Wasn't meant to be. It's going to be Navi now with heavy SMG by 3 Mac-10s, a Tech 9 and an AK on Guardian. And this should be pretty clean cut, but I said that last round. We'll see what they can do going into round number 3. It's going to be CZ's PT50 to hold them off. Bomb down towards T-Spawn for now. We do heavily favour here. This is the last matchup we'll be casting today, Matt, so hopefully...
Are you saying I should go all out and wreck my voice?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Nah, not happening. You're not worth it, Henry.
But
I would do it
that's
for
what
the
you gathered
viewers
from
if they
that
asked.
statement.
Mihu goes down, Guardian with the shot. Edward then takes the Guardian assist, and they reverse the rules to get the kill out of Maniz. It's Sees, though, that will follow out on Innocent all by his lonesome. Spiro, Edward, look at that, right beside the poster.
We can't, yeah, all right.
If he had to turn
Spiro.
back and hit that third shot.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Edward's on the map, and he's the one to play on the map, on the server, on Mirage. There it is, 3-0, and we'll see what kind of buy comes in for CSGO Lounge. Yep. They have, of course, fully invested here. The money's starting to swell a little bit for Navi. You can see 4K remaining on Zeus. She goes down to 3 after he purchases grenades. It's going to be AWP on towards Spiro, going up against Guardian, of course. Seas keeps his Mac-10. And they'll be Molotoving off towards the connector area. And actually legs Flamey there. He's got the AK-47, but doesn't manage to get the kill here. So at least they have an awareness as to where the AWP is. It's going to be aggressive play for Mihu towards short there. Does get flashed off to send him packing. So now Navi have gathered mid-control here. It's going to be Guardian edging his way out towards short, looking for that first pick, and I think he may get it as well. Innocent is waiting for him on the side there. Not going to be facing just yet. It is a difficult angle to take hold of. And looks like a B split potentially coming in here. It's going to come down to Guardian. He can spot the barrel of Innocent there, so they're going to be able to go in there straight away for this next kill. Should be easy. There it is. Job done.
Good call. Easily taken care of. Flamey down to 20 HP in all of this, but it's the man advantage for Navi. Try and take on face at the B site. And at this particular moment, Maniz is the only one that's directly inside of that territory. He's jumping to try and get the information, but also has to consider catwalk because they've lost that player inside of connector. And they were playing a 4-man A bias, which means he doesn't have a crossfire set. He's going to hear them above. How does he even bother with this? No Molotov dropped into that corner. It's checked regardless. Seized hits it.
Yeah, the Mac-10 coming out on top there. There's going to be Guardian finding his second kill of the round as well. He takes down Spiro. That's pretty much the round over this point. That was the AWPer. So they're going to have to try and save these M4s at this point. It will be 4-0. They are running their way towards T-Spawn. But the problem is, you can see Edward there. He is making his way to the same position. So he potentially could find a kill here. Could be taken down and they could stay alive a little bit longer. If they get this kill, they should be fine. But let's see how it works out. Mihu jumping up towards the lower ramp, and Edward's being very sneaky here. So I'm going to call right now they're both going to die. But you never know.
Optimist, aren't you, Henry?
Oh, I just see it the way I just say it the way I see it. There's one. And it looks like Mihu may survive this one.
I'm just waiting to see.
No, Edward's coming. Dead now, of course.
There it is.
See him up. Exactly what I said was going to happen.
No, you're
That's
just,
how I like it.
Oh, you're so good.
So clever.
You're so good.
4-0, CSGO Lounge now feeling the burn a little bit in terms of the economy. They're going to be on 2 pistols here. 2,400 in the bank overall. That's what they got in terms of getting into this round. So they're going to see what they can actually bring to the table. The Eagles, PT50s and a CZ. It's going to be Guardian and C's now with the AWPs. So just be working a picking game here. No real stack coming in from the CTs whatsoever. This will be playing 3 towards 8, 1 towards connector, 1 towards short. Just a pretty default setup, and Guardian does center player low. Next to him, it's actually going to be Edward dropping, and Guardian joins him as well. Mouse going huge with a CZ there, and C's coming in with the AWP. This could be very problematic.
Zeus, though, to take down Maniz. And he's still got some ground to walk on inside of that site. They have to reclaim the bomb from the top of the A ramp, and Mazino's watching it desperately with this AWP. The problem is, he's watching inside of the site, and is he going to hear? Oh, this is definitely going to hear it. He has to hear it. There it is. Seas makes too much noise. Now he has to battle the AWP up close. Hope he misses the first shot. Not going to happen. Malzino gets it seized. Far too loud. Either way, they have 1-1 kill inside of the site. It's Flamey that's picked up Spiro. Now they can re-grab the bomb, but it's 13 HP onto Zeus. Both players now from Dobry. Oh, out toward that A main position. Malzino nearly with a chance to take down Zeus.
Mihu now towards that palace area, so he's going to be influential here, but he's only got the Desert Eagle. Zeus, though, very low HP, so that doesn't really matter at this point. What a shot, though, from Mihu. He nails Flamey towards CT spawn. Now it is up to that low HP player, but it's going to be another impressive shot there from Mouse. He picks up 4 this round. and gets CSGO Lounge potentially back into this game. Very impressive stuff. Kicked things off with that CZ and then picked up the AWP and did some phenomenal work there. It was Mihu with that Desert Eagle that sealed the deal. This is the beginning of the round. And that looked like it was almost certainly going in favor of Navi. That was a round where CSGO Lounge didn't really invest anything. But still, the reset potential does come at this point. They are going to be buying into this round. They do have cash left over, so after the save round, it does help boost them going into this one. You can see double AWP set up here. Spiro and Maniz. Time for them to kind of get involved in this game now, Matt.
It's going to be Malzino. I mean, getting involved is one thing. Flashing over toward mid as well so they can try and get a peek out from the bottom of the connector was Malzino before getting up and toward that position at the ladder. But look at Maniz. Hits Guardian. Not often we see Guardian go down early, but good position from Maniz. Catches Guardian unaware, and it's now going to be them to sit back and try and take advantage of this one kill that's early given to them. Early on given to them. How do I want to say that, Henry?
You can just say it like that, it's fine.
Okay, that works. Gifted.
5 on 4. And the CT's with the advantage right now. Terrorists have lost Guardian, so they're going to be working out what the next port of call is. Looks like they'll be focusing towards the A site. We have got Edward holding towards middle, so... Oh, actually, they're changing their mind. Different calls come in. You know what? We're going to go back towards middle and see whether we can get the next pick here. CT's, obviously, after getting that first pick, don't really have to work too hard. They wait for the next move to come in. Capitalize with the man advantage. But you know what? Me, who just wants to give the kill away for free. He pushes off short by himself for no real reason, I have to say. And now it's given them advantage almost back towards the terrorists in the 4 and 4. The CT's are spread a little bit thinner. Innocent smoked out for now, and he'll have to reposition himself back towards B. This kill, though, very important. Flamey couldn't come down there, but somehow gets the drop on towards Mouse.
Does indeed. As they go back to recover the bomb, it's over toward Horseshoe. Still have Zeus trying to reevaluate the position into B, but look at Maniz again with that bomb down. Timing is everything, is it not? And a missed shot now from Seized gives Maniz a better chance, but he's lost this opportunity. If he had stayed up on top of the van, it was an easy pick, but now he's limited inside of the site. They're swarming onto him. Good pickup onto Seized. Zeus gets Innocent in the doorway behind him, but that allows Edward to wrap around as Maniz is distracted.
Just.
Oh, no, they don't! Good call. They don't have the plant. Time runs out as the bomb goes down.
So Maniz did enough. Just had to delay them as much as he possibly could. Didn't even need to find frags there. And they miss out on the plant by, what, 1 second, I think it was? So around, they looked like they were destined to lose. Somehow comes back in their favor with that delayed play from Maniz on the B-bomb side. So very nice stuff from him. That gives them their second round here. 4-2, of course, so the terrorists are going to be saving weapons. Didn't get any money from the saved rifles there, but still more than enough to buy into this round. I've only got 3 smokes, though. And here comes the aggressive play. The CT's capitalizing it. That first kill on towards Edward and falling back pretty unscathed as well. It's going to be the second frag from Mihu, so this is looking very promising now with the CT half as they are homing in on the third round. 5 on 3. Shading things up is what I like. A little bit more dynamic. Going for those first picks and shutting down any sort of terrorist set pieces or defaults that may be coming in. Just for a spanner in the works there. And they do it perfectly by finding those first 2 frags.
Malzino's missed, and that allows Flamey to gather him up, though. Still, they have to find one more just to bring this level. Spiro's going to look towards Zeus, toward the apartment as well. There is Guardian still inside of middle right now. Desperately looking for the shot, jumps across Zeus. Spiro would know that he's there, but Zeus wouldn't have seen him jumping, so...
Problem is now the terrorists don't have any grenades whatsoever, so they're going to be working their way towards Palace. That'll be Zeus and Guardian that is hoping he can find a pick here. Spiro is waiting for them to step, so just drops down the time. He doesn't work in his favor, but he does land the shot. Takes down Guardian. That should be the round surely, but Flamey coming in from the A-ramp. He takes down Innocent. They're going very aggressive now. There's going to be Spiro on the steps. He's stuck in a difficult position here with that AWP, but he lands another sensational shot. Maniz chimes in as well, and that's a really good round from Spiro. Just staying alive there, taking out some really key frags, and that's actually broken the economy of Navi as well. 4-3, looking like he'll be 4. Oh, okay, 4 spy, maybe. AK comes in. Yeah, they're going for it. Okay. So it'll be 2 AKs and Tech 9s, P250s. Guardian not investing into this round. Wants to make sure he has the open going forward. So just a Glock and a smoke for him. This would almost certainly be a set piece onto the A-bomb site. So yeah, lining up the smokes right now. They want to try and get the bomb down here, force a post-1 situation. The good news about this is, obviously it's a double orb setup from the CTs. This is a really good call. If they can get the bomb down here and force a retake with those orbs, this could be very problematic for the Dobry&Gaming side. There's the smokes, and let's see how they handle this.
Well, that's dead right, because we often talk about the lack of AWP potential. That's
What's
a
that
missed
smoke on the top of the roof?
Smoke. It's missed. That's supposed to go, I believe, at the top of the connector. I suppose there's already one there, though. Maybe it's supposed to be bottom connector. I'm a little bit confused. Either way, one of the ops already with a kill against Edward is going to find an easy pickup for Innocent, as well as Cease pushes over from that Tetris position, and he just walks out and finds Flamey. Big gap in these smokes. And Zeus will get one back against Innocent. But as you said, they needed the bomb down early to cause chaos for these two AWPs. There is still one rifle up. They could still make that happen finding Mihu, but the problem is now they've run out of space, and the bomb is in at Tetris. Has to get away from the A site just to rotate back to B.
Well, it's up to Zeus and Guardian now.
That smokes the exit point. Yeah, there it is, thankfully.
Well, they've got 35 seconds here, and Zeus making his way towards the B side. He's hoping he can get control of this, getting the rotations that come over. That will be beneath first, but he's got such positional control of this short area. Surely Zeus will be dropped in the next couple of seconds. Somehow, he actually takes advantage of the situation. Now he's got the B side under control. Can pick up that orb if he wants to. But actually could be opting to get in towards that bench area as Guardian rotates in. Bomb will be planted in the default position, and now they've got a serious chance of winning this round. 2-on-2. CT's both coming from the kitchen area as well. No grenades though, so it's be up to Guardian, who swaps over to the orb. That makes things interesting. Okay.
Oh, there it is. Better effort on the second one. Guardian closes it out.
As soon as he picks it up, you realize their percentage chance of winning the round almost doubles.
It's insanity, isn't it?
Yeah, and
thank you very much for the AWP.
that was actually a really weird buy from Navi. They had 2 rifles and some Tech 9s, and the smoke execution wasn't perfect, so lots of flaws in the execution. But as soon as Zeus got towards that bomb site, found the kill on towards Minis, all bets are off at that point. He thought, well, they really have a solid chance of making this round work now. And more so when Guardian picked up the orb. It's the 4th spy from the CT this time. UMP, 5-7, FAMAS. No kits, lack of grenades. You would expect something aggressive. I'm just having a look on the map now. We'll see if I can spot him. There it is, me who's going in first. Lovely shot from him, though. Takes on Guardian. That's the orb dropped. And that actually allows him to be a little bit more aggressive here towards the lower round. He's gaining tons of information here. Look at that second kill as well. Mihu's coming in for it. Surely get the kill on Siege. There it is as he's dropping. And it's going to be a 5-on-3. Make it a 4-on-2.
Innocent. Good positioning as well, all the way back in T-spawn is going to limit anything that Navi wants to try and achieve with this bomb. If they win this pick against Minis, there's a chance to go toward B, but this position is never going to be checked.
This is quite a big round. This is a force both teams onto the eco. This is looking like it will be.
Zeus did consider it.
Yeah, this is looking like it will be going in favor of CSGL Lounge. As I said, they had to go aggressive there. It was Mihu to take the round by the horns, and we'll be finishing things off here. As I say that, Edward does find the kill, but he has been dropped down to 14 HP, so that should be it. At this point, his options are very limited indeed.
Yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. As soon as Edward walks back out this doorway, we just saw the positioning. It's going to be too easy for Innocent. Flash, though, does let him cross, but he knows he's gone. And this is, yeah, walk back into his own death.
Indeed.
So they bring it back within 1. 5-4 CSGO Lounge getting the kill. It's 3 AKs up.
And then
They've
eco.
swapped out all of those M4s, and yeah, exactly that. Eco going against them. That's problematic for Navi. Close game, at least.
Absolutely. It's been some very good rounds for CSGO Lounge. I have to say, this is their pick, and you can see they are strong on the CT side on this one. After losing the pistol, they are looking much stronger here. 5-4. It's going to be the full eco. Guardian with the smoke and 2 flashbangs. I'd assume he's probably smoking on towards the side itself. I'm not sure if we can check that out, but we'll find out soon. Smoke will make things problematic for the terrorists, but there's going to go in anyway, see what happens. There's the smoke on the site, and there's the spray down. Mountaino finds 2. Spiro finds 1 as well. And it's in with a double to close things off. So 5-5 on the CT half here. Money is starting to stabilize for the terrorists. Edward with 3,700. So he's struggling a little bit. Same story for Zeus. They can get an AWP, I think, on towards Guardian. I think that's probably what they have done. We'll find out momentarily. Yep, so AWP, Galil, distinct lack of nades. They've got 3 smokes, man. That's about it. And they're going aggressive. I actually like this from CSGL. Whoever's calling for them is doing a good job. They're actually making the right calls there. We push down the terrorist now towards that ramp, and it's going to come down to Guardian whether he can land this first shot. It's going to be double grenades. They're doing a ton of work. Get the first kill on towards Edward.
Guardian,
Was he
though,
not
in this
burning in there?
lock, he's just barely not. If that extends even one flame, one tick, he's gone at 16 HP. Zeus, the smoke out, gonna try and find Mihu. This will give Guardian an escape plan. They're still trying to win the duel, and they actually do get the kill in the end.
Mihu didn't have to commit to
They
that.
had no
though.
need for him to stick around that long.
It was such a high risk move for him. After they got that first pick and got Guardian down to so low as well, that's mission complete, surely. Anyway, 5 and 5. Sorry, the score is 5-5, 4 and 4, and it's going to be C's picking up the next kill. He takes on Spiro towards the B apartments. There's actually going to be no one there at all, and he takes control of the bench area. We have got Miniz in a very advantageous position, drops the bomb as well, and Innocent finds a frag. So this is actually looking very promising now for the CTs.
Zeus.
Okay.
Good repick, though, against Miniz, dodging that flash in behind our lovely TV, advertising the event for the weekend. Flamey and Zeus now. Arguably with the advantage of the fact that it's 2 versus 2 in a split defense play, but Flamey, he's able to trade that important trade as well because Mazzino nearly caught them off guard, took Zeus down with ease. But this is where the real battle comes in from Catwalk, and Flamey's going to get up toward the site. Innocent's just going to get in behind him from this rotation underpass. And where does Flamey choose to plant this?
Well, he's dropped smoke in the default, so I guess he's hoping that he'll spray that smoke down Innocent, but he's not actually taking the bait here at all.
He could get caught in no man's land here. Flamey's got it right. Yep, dead right. Figured out that he was coming from that position. Didn't see him at CT spawn. And so you're right. The smoke doesn't work for the bait, but he's aware of the positioning, and it's going to be 6-5 now for Navi on the back of that. Flamey with a good clutch. And it's onto a scout for Guardian this time because they're desperate to buy back into this.
Yeah, the money's still not in a good state of affairs. And the other side of the map, the CTs, they've got tons of cash here. They've got an AWP, they've got 4 rifles, they've got grenades, defuse kits, everything. And so much the same story for Navi, another 1v1. And it's going to be that first AWP headshot from Spiro. He nails Flamey there on the A ramp. 5 and 4. And the CT's still going aggressive here. So even after finding that first kill, they want a little bit more out of this one. Mouse will be committing all the way to T-spawn. This could be a really weird move for him to make. Does manage to get away with his life though. Guardian just with that scout, regardless of who he'd hit him, he would have been surviving. But 4 and 4. Zeus picking the next frag. This is kind of strange for the CTs, I have to say. After getting such an advantage into the round and working out that the terrorists are up against it with the buy a little bit, they are just facing 1 by 1 still in key positions. Now they've got the man disadvantage as well. The bomb's still down towards T-spawn. And you can see how spread thin they are across the map. Mihu towards short, Spiro and jungle. Innocent on that A side as well. Have got the AWP though, so he can probably handle that situation by himself. And he's got up and towards Palace, so could be interesting.
Yeah, that's a good forward stance there, but they're going to rotate back around on this regardless. They're going to be walking into B at roughly the same time that Mihu's going to be on Catwalk to cover this off. AWP inside checkers. Zeus is going to go down though. Spiro does find it. So the crossfire set works. Edward's late to clear out Catwalk. Guardians actually found the kill before he arrived. Still 2 versus 2. Spiro in a good position on the cross. No smoke out to cover this as well for Edward. Bomb, thankfully, is already inside of the site, though, so he doesn't fully need to commit to this. He just needs to let Guardian have the space to put it down. Good pickup with the AK. Innocent drops as he gets aggressive, and Spiro has to go hunting to find 2 inside of the site with an AWP. It's Guardian. Ooh, nearly got that no-scope in. But he's going to close it out, 7-5, and this is why they go for that aggressive buy with the scout, because they know the situation. Yes, there was money on this CSGO lounge side, but they won the previous. They could win this. They could put them in an awkward situation. That's exactly what's happened.
Absolutely. This is the first shot from C's. Sure, we didn't see this on the screen. It's pretty dirty if he gets it. There it is. Takes down Miniz to get the reply. It was once again, as the CT's going very aggressive, finding that first pick and just overcommitting a little bit. And that first shot, I thought was going to hit, but there it is. Flamey makes up for it. Guardian doesn't get the kill, but it's going to be a full eco here from the CTs. It will be Navi going up 8-5. It has been very back and forth. You have to say a lot of these rounds have been touch and go for both sides. Navi been capitalising in most of them though. We're going to number 13 here. It's going to be one of the CTs in the form of Mouse pushing for the smoke. This is spot a blind CT there. Surely getting this kill doesn't work out for him, but they're looking to rectify that mistake. Innocent and Miniz on the other side, and Mihu coming in the flank as well. So that's all 3 CTs towards the connector actually. And Guardian will be spotting them. Finds the first. Doesn't land the second though. It's a USP that gets the better of him in the end.
Bomb has been planted.
Flamey winning out the last duel, and Edward going to get the kill on Innocent. Pretty straightforward stuff as it goes to 8 now. Nothing special against the pistols, but now on round 14, the guns come back up for Dobry&Gaming. It's going to be M4s all the way across the board. No AWPs being able to be picked up. And no kits. Mihu's got money for one. Buy a kit. Mihu, please buy a kit. Don't buy it. All right, don't worry about it.
You don't need kits.
Forget that I mentioned it.
Kits are for wimps.
Okay. I'll remember that.
For when?
I don't know. I'll just remember that for when I ever want to buy a kit. I'll be like, nah, I'm a wimp. And then you'll yell at me when we lose the round.
Like I did last week.
Yep.
Pro League.
Which
I
round?
was actually getting pretty mad.
Were you?
That show much.
Were you?
Yeah.
I couldn't carry you hard enough, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was the problem. I was obviously thinking, it doesn't really matter. Why am I getting angry? But then I thought, I'm losing to Moses. And then I realized.
I could get pie in my face.
Yeah. Well then, 8-5. Big round here for the CTs. You can see they haven't really got much to work with. No AWP, which has been pretty influential for them in the hands of Spiro. But it's going to be an A-smoke attack coming in from the terrorists here. And they've actually got players towards underpass and middle as well, so they'll be watching out for the rotations.
Zeno's in this position inside of the site where he can hug that reverse firebox. Angle, what a shot from Innocent. Spots up both through the smoke. Seized has no idea, and Edward's already gone. Gives them a massive advantage to work with right now on the CSGO Lounge side. Zeno's going to add to that. Flamey drops, Zeus as well. Everyone going down. This is really well done. Absolutely slow and passive walking execution from Navi, and they just got obliterated.
Yeah, absolutely. It's Innocent that picks up those first 2 frags. It's actually Navi's smoke that he's picking those up through. And here's the replay on the screen right now. Just have no idea what's going on. He gets the first kill. Really good adjustment to take down Seeds as well. And that's a much needed round. You can see just on the screen right now the buy they had. No head armor, no kits, lack of grenades. We're going to the final round of the first half here. It's a difficult situation for Navi now. Like I said, very back and forth game. No one's really had a firm hold on the situation. Looks like a faster attack there. 2 players towards the end of Palace fast. Deagles and Orps, and it's going to be Edward, the first player to drop in the Hunter Spirit. That's towards the middle. Once again, aggressive from the CTs. I do like their mentality and not scared to go and challenge you players.
Spiro choosing to play the sandwich rather than jump at Flamey's position. It's Innocent that's going to find him instead. And we're going to go to an 8-7 split half. Go Lounge playing quite well on Mirage, where we didn't think the chances were quite as large.
Indeed, they're actually almost guaranteed this round now. C's left in a 1 versus 4. It will be towards T-spawn, and surely they can't throw this one away. It will be an absolute travesty if they did. But yeah, I absolutely agree. This is Dobry&Gaming actually stepping up pretty massively, like after losing the pistol and then going 3-0 down, actually getting 7 rounds on the CT half against Navi. That's actually a very impressive performance from them. Good fundamentals in terms of their CT side. They're pushing up aggressively, and they're willing to hit the duels, like I said, towards the top and middle. They're doing it at the right times and adjusting properly and getting information on the map, and Europe's been very influential as well. So it's actually been a solid half for them, considering they lost the pistol. Not too bad.
Not bad at all. C's could try and get a bomb down here and pick up 1 kill in the counter entry, draw this round out. There's a chance. It is just one isolated player from an ease inside of this B site right now. Jumping up. Oh, timing's everything. Jumping. Oh, but he goes down. There it is. C's can get this plant. He's going to go immediately for it. 12 seconds. He's got lots of time because the rotations are long and lost. They are just getting to checker now, though. And he's flashed off. Mihu nearly catches him out trying to transfer back toward the van. But he's still got 56 HP, and they're going to slow this slightly. No, they're not. Innocent goes through the window. They still don't have the man in position at the apartment. Slides out, and Mihu's going to close it. If he hit that and brought that down from a 1 versus 4.
Yeah, that would be nuts.
Oh, that would have been huge.
It's admirable attempts, but ultimately it is going to be Dobry&Gaming taking it. And 8-7 in favor of Navi. Like I said, that's a pretty decent half, all things considered. We did kind of write them off going into this one. The analysts did say it would be like a 16-5, 16-6 maybe. I think it's going to be much closer. They still have a shot of winning this map. This is their pick. And who knows what they'll bring on the terrorist side as we go into the second half here. This is the second map of the best of 3. If you're just joining us, it was Navi that it was a close scoreline, 16-11 on Overpass, but you felt like they were the much better team in terms of the actual rounds presented, in terms of gun rounds and stuff like that. But we'll see what Dobry&Gaming can bring in towards the pistol here. You can see they've got something tactical in mind, with 5 players towards the A side. 2 smokes, that's normally towards the steps and jungle area, with flashes coming in as well. Trying to get that bomb down and make the retake very difficult for the CTs.
Smokes out, bounce across. Land on top of the stairwell. That'll take away Guardian's vision as he tries to pick away at Mihu, who therefore then takes down Flamey. So big kill for him to have missed as it costs his teammate and the round significance dearly as the bomb goes down. Guardian does manage to find Maniz on return. Mihu crossing back over. He'll have the information he's inside of the site. They do have the man advantage. Zeus with the kit as well. As Guardian gonna just evaluate. There's no one walking out from behind middle. Good pickup from Mihu. Innocent Spiro. They're all getting kills, and Seeds goes down. Brilliant hold from Ex-CSGL Lounge as they now tie things up on 8 and have a chance to grab the lead quickly.
Absolutely. That was a very impressive hold there from CSGL Lounge. In fact, they actually were a man down, 4 on 3. Just held together, faced at the same time, and it's just completely wrecked them as they came into the bomb site there. We'll see what kind of buy comes in with the CTs. It is 8-8, as you said. Looks like they will be forcing this. Double scouts. And that's always a problem when Guardian's on the server. Caesar will be joining him as well. Needs a secondary AWP for the team. Let's see what they can bring here. Smoke comes in. Now they're going to be taking this with an air of caution because you can hear those scouts being shot off now. It's going to be Guardian taking the first bit of damage. 2 rifles purchased at CSGL Lounge. That's going to be an AK and Galil. And looks like they're going for an 8 split pretty quickly here as well. It's probably the best move they could do, but Guardian hits a first shot, and now it's getting interesting, and there's going to be one player towards that lower ramp area. Equal exchanges so far, but Maniz does give the edge towards Dobry&Gaming. It's going to be a 3 on 2. Spirit waiting in towards the window room. That should be the round over this point. Simple kill for him, and there it is. Bomb planted as well. Edward with limited options here. He has managed to pick up a P90. He could get the kill towards C-spawn. There it is, but obviously the round is already over. He just wanted to upgrade to an AK-47. That's a Galil. Doesn't even want the Galil. He hates the Galil, famously.
Yeah, and I hate you famously.
No, you love me famously.
That's true, you're right. P90 for Edward. Bomb ticking, round over. But he'll take that P90 into the next round, Henry, and we all know what a P90 is capable of.
Killing people.
Yes.
Well then. It is CSGO Lounge, negating the force bite of Navi there. They are going to just have that P90 saved by Edward. And this is getting kind of interesting now. We'll see what the Guardian... I don't think he has enough for the AWP. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see if we can get a kill this round. That was Curate. 9-8. An almost guaranteed round for Ex-CSGO Lounge here. We have called them 4 different names, I think, for this point, but we'll go.
Doesn't really matter, though, does it?
Nope, it does not. 4-man stack towards the B site here from Navi, and that's going to be the wrong place to stack, as it looks like the Poles will be making their way in towards the A site and just completely swarming that area. Bomb will be going down straight away. No problems here. Guaranteed round at this point, and it looks like Edward probably just wants to save the P90, seeing as he's got head armor here. Playing doing what he can. He's got that USP towards short. He gets taken down by Spiro. And yeah, I'm not really sure what's going to happen at this point. CTs might just want to save everything. An HE grenade, save that. Save the 5-7. Not going to get anything out of this.
Trying though, aren't they?
Oh, okay, Edward.
P90, what did I tell you, Henry? But Zeus gets caught as Spiro waits on the other side of the vents. P90. Edward dinks up. They're going to chase it. Get it, get it, get it. P90. You let me down. Oh, you definitely let me down. Spiro with a great stray bullet is able to take out Edward. They just want the last kill. Guardian's going to get it, but die. Oh, no, he didn't. I thought he came through the vent. I thought he made it through. He didn't quite make it around the corner, so Guardian.
Nice little upgrade.
Yeah, not bad at all.
AK-47 picked up, so it actually works out in the end somehow. But it's going to be 3-0 here on the second half, and I think Guardian, after getting that kill, does allow him to get the AWP. Definitely clutching at straws though. It's an AWP and nothing else. No armor, no nades. So that one kill actually guaranteed him getting the AWP map. That's kind of cool. Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk it? Spiro smoking out the window, waits for it to bloom with his AWP firmly affixed upon it. That nade was well caught. Just right click to throw it back.
Yeah, caught it in the teeth, but looks things.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
5 on 4 now. It's going to be up to Guardian. He's smoked out, of course, for now. And looks like the reaction will be coming in. He'll be pushing through that smoke, trying to get towards the ladder room. Doesn't find anything for now, but at least dissects this area and works out there's nothing there. Terrorist, for now, just going to be holding up and seeing if they can find any sort of CT aggression. The B site is completely open, apart from Seized. towards that short area. So you need to be very careful as there is a player in the form of Minis edging his way towards that side of the map. And here we go, then it's up to C's. Does face Mihu, but it's going to be Zeus finding the first frag. Spiro returns.
Good shot. Picked up by Minis. That gives them the sight. Bomb's not quite there yet, but they can hold this off. In fact, easily so, with Mihu at the top of middle. So an AWP in Guardian's hands is going to have to be saved, because this is now going to be the 11th round for CSGO Lounge, who are closing in on victory. Potentially still a ways to go. 5 rounds to go is still a considerable margin on this T side of Mirage, but looking much better than we would have tipped them for. Guardian will get 1 kill on Mihu. That'll give away his position. They've got time just barely to make it there, and they are going to go on the hunt and send out both Spiro and Minis.
It's definitely worth it if you can get that AWP out of his hands. It definitely boost your percentage chances of winning the next round. We always say it, when it's an AWP in his hand, regardless of the situation with his teammates, he can make absolutely beautiful things happen with that weapon.
I think they may have posted up slightly. They're just making sure he has no escape. Yeah, they don't want to risk it either, because if Spiro goes down, it's their AWP lost.
Does he need an escape?
Sorry?
Does he need an escape right now?
Yeah, no, he can just stay in there. They're complacent. They're fine with that.
Well, it'll be 11-8 now. CSGO Lounge with quite a considerable lead. As we go into round number 20, it's going to be another buy from CTs, but C's on a scout. Of course, you can take that towards the B side of the map and do the jumping shots. That can be very viable. And interesting enough, though, CSGO Lounge has got 2 Mac 10s here. So this could be a strange round. It's going to be a fast speed attack coming in. Decent grenade comes in, but it's Innocent. With that Mac 10 at long range, gets the first kill. Edward replies, and looks like they are going to have to control the B side. It's going to come into Edward, who's smoked out for now. So that's going to be the bomb almost guaranteed at this point. Guardian looking for what he can, but he's smoked out as well.
The smokes are real. But Mihu is even more strong with that. Mac 10 going to take down Edward as Minis gets back to Flamey. Inside of the site is going to hold it off with the AK. A jumping Zeus through the smoke. It's 12 now for Dobry&Gaming, Ex-CSGL Lounge, CSGO Lounge proper, whatever you want to call it.
All of it.
All of it. But Guardian's going to go onto the scout here.
Are they force buying again?
This is a force buy. Again, Navi are desperate to get back into this game. The problem is this could put them on 13 rounds given up and not much money. This could go, I mean, this could really define the rest of the game. It would be impossible almost for them to pull back after that.
Famus's scouts M4 and a CZ on C's. Looks like Spiro's going in aggressive, looking for the first pick. Going to be smoked out for now. Does have quite a considerable gap though, so if the CTs were to be a little bit audacious there, could get taken down. It's going to be 2 players towards that site. And Zeus looking for the first pick here, nails it, takes down Malzino, upgrade to an AK. So at least they've got control of Palace now. Guardian will be rotating. He's got the scout. Over in towards that ladder room. Terrorist not really presenting much at the moment. The bomb's still down towards T-spawn.
Innocent's going to creep in toward this connection position as well and try and get some information. Potentially a flank play on the Navi. Zeus, well and truly inside of that Palace position, though, doesn't really need to worry too much about this. The only one that could get caught is Flamey, but his attention's firmly turned toward that connection.
Well, it's a kill towards Mihu, but Spiro coming back into kill towards Flamey. That opens up the A-bomb site. You can see actually got a very passive hold then. C's just with the CZ towards jungle. You can find his kill towards Innocent. I don't think he's going to check the tight corner. Okay, just about does, but does considerable damage, but doesn't get the kill in the end. Manice now does almost guaranteed the round here for the terrorist. Innocent does a very good job there of finishing off Edward.
Which leaves Guardian 1 versus 2. Bomb goes down. He thinks it's default. It's not. He's going to have to realize this sooner or later with the scout Guardian. Molotov, nades, flashes, time expiring. Oh, that's ridiculous, though. And now we can switch over and try and make this possible, but Minis gets aggressive on him. The flash won't matter. There was no kit. That was an insane shot. That could have actually made the round possible.
What was that? And he was actually, the last player remaining in the 1 versus 1 had 20 HP as well. He knew that. He switched over to the M4. But luckily, the phase comes in and they do secure the round. But still, like you said, that force buy pretty much meant everything to Navi there. They had to win that round. We go into this one. I don't think they've got much to work with. Surely not forcing this time. Let's see what they are doing. Oh, okay. They've got double orbs. So I guess it's the problem not having the PC. But it's going to be 2 orbs somehow. 3 Famuses. No nades, but so Guardian getting the first pick, so something to work with here.
Nice shot by Guardian. Smokes out on both Palace from the CT perspective, and then T perspective on top of Tetris, or top of the stairs toward Tetris. Jump through that, allows Innocent in behind them. It's going to take down Zeus, but it's a little bit late because he's already got Mauzino. Innocent's going to slip away as well and getting back inside of this connector, but he's completely surrounded. The minimap is a bunch of blue dots, a red blinking one that's far away from him, and then he and his Lonesome locked in this position. It's a prison now, Henry.
It's a very clean round here for Navi, just what they needed, considering what has been going on the last few rounds. 13-9, still considerable way to go for both teams, I guess. CSGO Lounge, I'll be a little bit scared now. The double AWP setup has been presented towards them. It's been mainly Rifles and Guardians AWP. We're going to run number 23. Their money's still pretty strong, but this one will break them. Spiro just on the AWP. Rest of his teammates on AKs. They have got a full array of utility. It's 13-9. Sees, of course, plays towards B with the AWP. Let's see how aggressive he decides to go. No real change of pace here for Navi so far. We saw CSGO Lounge pushing up towards middle, trying to find those first frags and doing everything they could. It's a decent flashbang from the terrace to face towards that upper area. Not going to find the kill there, but they were aware an AWP was towards that position and they've almost seized.
Innocent. Try and work back out now from the underpass and take advantage of the smokes that are at the top of the connector to clear out its nooks and crannies and then burrow into it himself. He may actually go straight through this, and in fact he will. He's going to try and get to the bottom of the stairwell, but Flamey's going to see that, doesn't react in time. Innocent has the better crosshair placement. Bombs over toward the B apartments as well, and it's easily grabbable for Maniz, who's waiting for picks and strategic calls from his teammates, but it's all in the mid-round, and it's all up to Navi to try and get back into this as we sit on 13 rounds for CSGO Lounge, and it's surely going to be more than that when this is done because they've wrapped around, cut off window, and Guardian goes down for the vents. Edward, the last alive.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. This should be it now, as Edward is going to be on 7 HP, and it's Miyu to get the final kill there, so that's actually a full reset now. That's almost the round, the map guaranteed, I would say. As we go into this one, you can see 33 on Seized, and Flamey's on $1,400, same with Zeus as well. They have managed to pick up an AWP. It's Guardian who's got that left over, the residual cash. And I think this is a pause coming in for Navi, surely. 14-9. They can't do this match, surely. They can't get back into this. It's going to be CSGO Lounge.
It's a long, long route to get back into it at this point with the money situation as it is.
Well, it's been some very impressive play there from CSGO Lounge so far. I've been impressed by them. They actually are going to be up 7-1 here on the second half. And it's going to be a full reset. After that double AWP setup that worked out so well for them, Navi do get locked down hard here. Like I said, they do have cash available for that one AWP, which already has been purchased. They will be buying to this round. They're kind of adjusting and working out what's going to be the best way to set up going into the next round. Do they just try and send the AWP aggressive towards middle? Do they try and get it to underpass? Need to be finding that first pick and funneling the terrorists towards the stack potentially. We'll see what they decide to do that. Take full advantage pause. This is where most teams, especially the top teams, when they use a pause, man, it's like the magical pause, right? Yeah. So you pause in and you somehow win the next round. And with Guardian, the AWP hasn't had the most lights out game. He still has 20 frags though. It's not like he's been godlike Guardian so far in Mirage.
Not at all. But at the same time, I mean, Innocent's playing an excellent game. They locked down most important choke point positions in the first half, but this second half from Navi, I mean, one round to their name. They've given up three rounds that have gone to explosions, but 4 rounds that have just straight up been kills, and they're not winning duels at middle. They're not getting much map control. I mean, the A side's been a waltz. B side, I don't know, it's been 50-50 for Go Lunch. I don't really know to say exactly where the weaknesses is aside from middle. I mean, the fact that they're getting down on catwalk over and over again, they're walking out from the underpass and getting inside a connection to try and cause that split execute onto the A side. It's a little bit repetitive in that sense. We are underway again.
Well, here we go then. This is the AWP and Guardian, and there's an M4 and a Famous to join him, of course. Like I said, he needs to go a little bit more aggressive this time. He goes towards middle, finds that first pick. He's going to be taking down Spiro there, but Luca picking up the AWP, and he replies pretty formidably as well. Edward joining in there. It's going to be a successful push here from the CTs, and now they have got control of middle. Completely locked it down, spotted the bomb as well, so it's up to Guardian now. 4 and 3, but this could be the problem for C's. Mirage is reading this quite nicely. Why is he getting to push through here? Didn't actually have to do that. And it's going to be Guardian legging Innocent there. So still a 3 on 3, but still a lot of work to do here for the CTs.
Look at this position for Guardian. That smoke, though, can't find it.
Look at this.
And look at the better position from Mirage. They're not going to expect this through the smoke. Hello, I'm on your side of the map. Oh, they do spot him. Guardian hits it as well, and Flamey finds Innocent. Bomb goes down as Flamey goes for the flank. He's desperate to get that AK. Can't quite grab it. In fact, can't grab it at all underneath it there. It's going to go the other way because of it. It's awkward. Flamey wants the gun. He can't grab it. And Edward now has to fight forward inside of this Molotov. It could be a clutch for Mauzino and on the map point, as it does just sit on only 31 HP. Mauzino. Edward trying to face this, lost inside of it. Fallen back slightly, has the M4, repeaks it, spots it, but it goes Mauzino. He hits the shot. He only needed 1 bullet to kill, and it's map point now for CSGO Lounge. A 1 versus 3.
A 1 versus 3 indeed. It was that aggressive play from Natus Vincere that got them that initial kill. They locked down the bomb as well. It looked like all the players are going in their favor. But as soon as C's pushed through the smoke, I have to say, there wasn't really a reason to do that. That's almost giving him an opportunity. Go towards the bomb side to make him make the next move. It was a 1 versus 3 at that stage. And now we're going to round number 25. It's looking like it will be a third map here. It's going to be 15-9 and just pistols available for Navi. They've got Deagle, CZs, 5.7s, but that's never stopped them before. Let's see if they can do anything with this. I know there's a first kill coming in for DG. Zeus does reply. Still something to work with here as Edward gets the first kill with the 5.7. And Mouse looking to seal the deal here as he gets 2 kills towards the sandwich area. 3 on 2.
Mihu.
Should be up.
Yep. Guardian down. That's it. That's done. 16-9 on Mirage, a map we did not fancy the chances on at all, but this is going to be the first series today we've seen to go 3 maps on the mainstream. Of course, the Virtus Pro and Worst Players game did as well, but Navi, that's poor from them on Mirage. Even the smoke that we saw on top of the roof that we're both confused about. When was the last time you saw Navi miss a smoke?
You're absolutely right.
On Mirage, at least.
They didn't really get going on the second half whatsoever. They picked up 1 round when it was 8-1 at some stage, and then they did have a couple of chances with that force buy with the AWPs, double AWPs, and looked like they did. Okay, they're going to bounce back now. They always bounce back, right? But it was that 3 versus 1 clutch. That was the problem. Had they won that round, I think that they probably would go back to that, probably force it to overtime. But it was Mirage stepping up massively there and actually saves the day. And we're going to the third map, which I believe is Train.
Well, we are going to go to the third map. We will take a break, as always. Join in with the analysts to look back on this one and forward at the chances of maybe Navi going down to the lower bracket. We don't know. Go Lounge has definitely put up a fight. We'll be right back.
We on the esports pool analyst desk went with the logic, but the logic seemed to be wrong in this case, and Navi did not win. It was a win for Dobry Ex-CSGL. Guys, they managed to pull it out on Mirage, which we did not expect. Navi didn't maybe look as strong as we thought they would, but CSGL was certainly hitting their shots and executing quite nicely. Caden, do you want to start off?
Yeah, it was a really great game, and CSGO Lounge impressed us all, I think, with taking this map win. So even though it's something we didn't expect, I'm not even going to say that it's something that normally capable of or anything. It's a big surprise to me, and I think it is for the rest of us as well. So yeah, just
it's just surprising, and the good thing for or for Dobry in this case is the fact that 2 of the players who were quiet on Overpass, and Innocent and Mouse, they were really stepping up on Mirage here, and obviously we thought that with how good Navi looked on the first map that this would be a pretty easy coast for them, but definitely not the case, and I'm actually a bit confused as to why Navi decided to wait until 14-9 before they took their tactical pause, because they were definitely struggling with the just dealing with the T side from Dobry for a much longer time. I think in the first 4 rounds, Dobry had 3 bomb plants. Obviously, some of them are off of off the back of them winning the pistol, but still, Dobry found the way onto bomb stage pretty easily, and they were able to grab map control as they wanted to, and it didn't seem like Navi had any sort of strong idea as to what they wanted to do. And on Dobry's CT side, on the other hand, they struggled initially, with just finding ways to actually get in on Navi and disrupt them. But eventually they found ways to be aggressive, especially on that A-bomb site, that really allowed them to kind of get back into the game and get a foothold.
Yeah, I mean, they even won an eco round there, and then, yeah, playing up close at the ramp, playing up close to Palace, making things that much harder for Navi. But what really was surprising to me was really on the second half how Dobry&Gaming they were allowed to create special situations where they won a lot of the clutches in the end, which basically meant that the economy for Navi for a better part of that second half was just horrible, and they had this kind of weird, you could say interesting force buys, 2 scouts where Guardian doesn't buy armor or anything else, and other has like 2 FAMASs and a CZ in play. So what that strikes me as is they were overconfident.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you, do you think that's cockiness?
Cockiness, yeah,
From what I could see as well, Dobry were exerting much more control and taking a lot more initiative than what they did on the first map. It seemed that they were ready to initiate the duels, they were ready to make the first move and kind of try to exert their will over Navi, as opposed to let them run the pace of the match, and maybe that was key.
Yeah, and I think that was a pretty clear difference, as you said, and it kind of showed it initially as well. I was a bit worried for the first couple of rounds, but as soon as Dobry showed that they were willing to actually go aggressive on the CT side, that's when you know that they feel more comfortable with what they're doing on the map, and it definitely paid off in a big way. And I'm not really sure if Navi, I don't think Navi necessarily got caught off a lot of the times, but they definitely weren't properly prepared to deal with it, and we saw it several times. We had a couple of mid pushes as well coming up from Dobry. So even though Dobry doesn't necessarily get the initial picks right away, they kind of bog Navi down in an awkward situation where they have to use a lot of their utility early on instead of having those left later on in the round, even for an execute or to throw fake or just gain map control somewhere else. So Dobry did a really good job of just bringing it to Navi and actually having them answer pretty much for their overconfidence.
Yeah, compared to the first map, it seemed like they actually had a really good game plan for how they wanted to deal with Navi for this one. And also, as you said, this proactive CT half really did benefit them in the end. As you said, these kind of mid pushes where they even went up and smoked off the top mid area.
Yeah.
And even though they sometimes just go for the trade, that's enough to sometimes also break the initial idea of what Navi wants to do, because now they maybe lack that one guy who's gonna be supposed to be doing something.
Yep.
So instead of always letting Navi do whatever they want and letting them have to wait till the 20 seconds and they walk as a unit 5 against 2 or 3 on the side, they all of a sudden create some more space for themselves.
We've just heard another very large shout, by the way, from Godsent, and they're managing to lead Flipside 14-13 on the T side of Inferno. And so if they close that out, they will, in fact, win that matchup. Let's look at these stats on screen, though, from the match that we just saw. Kills. Innocent actually led out front. Congratulations to Pavel on that. Guardian was close behind, 22 kills. Maus had a good game as well. Mihu also up there, joint with Edward on 19 kills. It was a pretty good game, a pretty good performance from Dobry in general. I'm definitely impressed by what I saw. What about moving into... Actually, before we move into talking about the final map, Halvor, okay, we're not going to look at any sort of thing on the stats helix or draw anything on the board yet, but if we're able to do that, that would be fantastic. So why don't we move forward a bit and talk about this next and final